Takže já vás vítám u dalšího videa ze hry SpellForce 3. Tady jsme skončili, tady pokračujeme. Já jsem předtím nedořekl, co se tady psalo. Tady. Kdo ví, tak ví. Kdo neví a neumí anglicky, tak to zjednoduším. Jak musel vědět, co jsou barracks, to jsou ty kasárny, že? Jo, kasárny. Bla bla bla. Prostě jsme teďkon v kasárnách, něco takového. Spřátelili jsme si s Bertrandem. A já jsem byl povýšen na Wolfgarda. Nakonec teda nám řekli, ale to už jsem odhalil, že jsme to 8 let bojování.
Hey, Tahar, wake up! What in blazes is wrong with you?
Já myslel, že tam leží nahej úplně. Bertrand, where are you?
Where am I? Are you serious? What does it look like?
Paradise? Proč?
The Greykeep Barracks? Well observed. You were screaming as if Nor himself was at your throat. Not the best way to make an impression on the new recruits, don't you think? It was that dream again, wasn't it? The nightmare. Yes. Look, I know I've said this before, but you did the right thing back then. Your father, he was a madman. Defying him was the only sane thing to do.
Má pravdu. No proč? Halo.
It wasn't the dream about the cave. It was the one I've been having since I was a child.
That one. Well, what can I say? You're one tormented soul, my friend. But probably that's why we get along so well.
Yeah, probably.
But still, sometimes I can't help but feel that you still feel guilty about betraying Asamo. Just don't, all right? You did the right thing.
Má pravdu, udělali jsme to sami.
Bertrand. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for, isn't it? For what it's worth, at least, the new laws will prevent something like that from ever happening again. Magic is dangerous, and your father and his rebellion were all the proof for that. We can't just allow mages to run around using their powers as they please. There just need to be limits, rules. And the new laws are just that, a rule set plain and simple. Those mages the Purity branded, they chose their own fate. They were criminals and murderers.
No, to už mi zapáchá trošku propagandou. Že prostě jako jeden mágus udělal něco špatného a teď všichni jsou špatní, no nevím. No přesně, how can you be sure?
You're talking about that woman. Yes, they made a mistake, but come on, all the evidence suggested that she killed that merchant. It's tragic, and it must never happen again, but I can't really blame the judges. And also, the law was never perfect to begin with, but it's better than having no law at all.
No. No, já jsem mage
I'm a
taky.
mage too. What if one day they decide that I'm also a defiler?
Come on, don't be ridiculous. You're a battle mage of the Royal Army, of the Wolf Guard, for heck's sake. You use your powers for the greater good, unlike the ones who are being sentenced.
Corporal Tahar, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb.
What is it?
Lord Marshal Angar and General Noria have requested your presence. You and Corporal Carpel are to report to them in the Hall of War as soon as possible.
What's it about?
I'm not in a position to tell.
All right then. Shall we go together, Tahar? I've been meaning to stretch my legs anyway.
Sure. Thank you, boy. You can leave.
Of course. Corporal Tahar? Corporal Carpel?
You should put some clothes on first.
Oh, really? Thanks for reminding me.
Jdeme. Samozřejmě, že tu máte úplně všechny věci, kdybyste chtěli začít za různé klasy. Fokus regenerace. Větší ta, ale tady to má pro mágu, takže mágu.
Then let's go.
Tak, stavku. Meč nechci, stavku. Tak. A teď pojedeme buď White Magic, anebo Elementalismus. Ok, ještě Leadership. Abych zkusil ten Elementalismus. Vejdu se ještě. Buď tak, anebo tak, hej. Já si ten jeden pointík nechám. A já potřebuji inteligenci, prosím mám už tak. Já si ten jeden pointík prostě nechám. Tak, jdeme.
Pray tell. Yes. Understood.
Máme jít sem, ale jestli mi to pustí sem, tak to půjdu prozkoumat.
Let's see.
Přesně kvůli třeba takovýmhle
Where are all the
věcem.
recruits?
Out for the drills or in the halls of justice, I guess. There's a trial taking place right now.
Another mage?
Yeah, some elven woman, I believe.
Books and notes, ok. Readable item. Že si to můžeme přečíst, jo. Kdo chce, tak si to může přečíst, tady to už je na mě hodně dlouhý, abych to čet, já jsem prostě zoomer. Já ztrácím pozornost hned.
Nothing important there, Tahar. Just some provisions.
Now would you look at that?
Potřebujeme klíč, hej. Ten tu někde bude schovaný. Tomu nevěřím, že by se tam nedalo dostat.
Let's see. Will do.
Ty vado. To je pet. To je grill pořádnej.
Interesting.
Aha, gate key. Gate key. Let's go. Prostě všude secret, jak ve Warcraftu 3. Tak jdeme.
Acknowledged.
Tady je nějaký loot nahoře. Tady taky ještě něco je. Pohouci.
They will fall. Let's
Máme
see.
nějakou Thunder tu, ne? Thunder hulku.
You ready?
Le Thunder hulka.
Huh, interesting.
Now would you look
Ještě
at
tady
that?
to. Tak. To nám dává rychlost běhání, když nejsme v boji. Tak jsem rád, že jsem to našel. Má nějaký luk špatný. 108, 118. Tak jdeme. Jsem rád, aspoň teď budeme trošku rychlejší ve všem. No a běží to mnohem rychleji, běží. Mnohem. Úplný sprinteři z nich jsou. Asi nic. Tak jdeme ven. Ano, chci tam jít.
No city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army, from the great Orcish horde to a swarm of dragons. It was here that the Mage Wars came to an end, after an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well. Though many soldiers were honored for their bravery, no amount of medals will make you forget the widow's cries at the funeral pyres.
Ah, finally, some fresh air. Come on, Tahar. Let's head to the North Tower.
Got it.
Počkej, a teď úplně nějaký epický drop a tudududu. Paradada. Oh. A to je přesně to, co jsem teď potřeboval, takový úplně. Vypadá úplně
Quite
epický.
the view, isn't it? Just doesn't get old. Still hard to believe that some 1,000 years ago, somebody actually built this place. Of course.
Jako jo, to je úplně, hele loot. Jako jo, když řík, prostě ten, jak to někdo mohl postavit, takže. Samozřejmě je to jen pavouci, no full table.
Yes.
May the light have mercy on you.
Poprava.
There she goes. No more magic for you.
I didn't know the Iron Mask kills right away.
Well, from what I've heard, there are two ways it can go. Either it makes you lose your magic and then slowly your sanity, or it causes a brain rupture once it's branded onto your face. Seems that this woman suffered the latter.
Who was she?
No idea. She might have been with the rebels the army recently took out near Windwall. They still haven't given up. By all that can be said about your father, he certainly had his followers. They're like weeds. Whenever you think you've gotten them all, you find a new patch eating away the seeds somewhere.
I still can't believe the Lord Marshal is allowing them to do this in Greykeep. Weren't they an underground movement just some moons ago?
They were. Things changed quickly, it seems.
Let's move on.
Sure.
Ještě s tady tím týpem
Yes.
počekáme.
Who are you?
Just two soldiers. We saw the branding. Impressive work.
What do you want?
Could you tell me more about the purity of light? About your faith?
Oh, you're a seeker.
Maybe.
Interesting. Well, I will do my best to answer your questions.
What's your problem with mages?
We don't have a problem with mages. We have a problem with defilers.
What's the difference?
Well, a mage is someone who has the ability to tap into the power the All-Father Aeonir used to create the universe. It's a burden, and we are well aware of how some mages suffer. However, having that ability by itself is not a sin. Using it is. Man should not have that power, regardless of stature or morality.
But that's what defilers do. They have no humility. They recklessly indulge in their magic and use it for their own purposes. Asamo Tahar is the best example. He showed the world how foul and dangerous uncontrolled magic can be.
But can't magic also be used for good?
It's not about good or bad, it's about humility. Man was never meant to use magic. and the disregard of this fact is what made the world the violent, corrupted place that it is. So yes, magic can heal as much as it can kill, but that does not change that we are not allowed to meddle with it. We are not gods, soldier, we are men, and until we know our place again, Aeonir will not return.
Hádám, že Aeonir je nějaký ten bůh jejich víry nebo něco takového.
Do you have some kind of leader? Your movement originated in Greyfell, correct?
Movement. I don't think you quite understand who we are, soldier. But I have faith that you will soon enough. Regarding your first question, yes, we do. Harbinger of Light, or Rondar Lacane, as his worldly name is known. He is out of the city at the moment, but if you want a chance to hear his sermons yourself, he will return to Greykeep 1 or 2 days from now.
This woman, what does she do?
That one? She was one of Asamo Tahar's rebels. They hid in wind walls, but the royal army took out their camp. She summoned a beast that tore apart 13 soldiers before they finally pinned her down. It's good that the mask put an end to her right away.
What exactly do you believe in? I've been told the purity of light renounces the Guardians. Is that true?
Renounce? No. The Guardians, as well as the renegade gods, are Aeonir's creation, and they are as truthful as he is. They left us.
What do you mean by they left?
Well, they were only temporary to begin with. Aeonir created them to tend to our world as long as mankind is corrupted. But now he wants to return to our world. The Guardians have gone back to their slumber.
Aeonir wants to return?
Yes, Aeonir will return to this world. 12 moons ago, the Harbinger of Light, our leader, had visions where the All-Father himself spoke to him. He said that after all the suffering we, his creation, had to endure, the time has come to bring peace again. He will reveal himself to us and will make this world one of freedom, peace, and equality again.
Cool.
And why hasn't he returned yet?
Well, that's the reason we're here. Aeonir also told the Harbinger something else, that he will only return once mankind has become pure again.
Pure?
Yes, free of the wrong faith, free of defilers. That's our mission. And once we've succeeded, the Harbinger will open the gates so that Aeonir can step through.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's one word for it.
Well, thanks for your help. I'll be going.
Certainly. Aeonir's light guide your path, soldier.
No, řekl to správně, no, že... Jako představte si, že byste třeba přišli do supermarketu a tam by někdo kouzdil, nebo no. Oni to mají asi trošku jiný, ale chápeme se.
2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it. Look at that. The fabled Wolf Guard has arrived. Always good to see some friendly faces.
Sergeant Esme?
Always so stern, Bertrand. What do you need? Some early morning practice?
Why not? What do you think, Tahar?
No, tak můžeme zkusit.
Well, I guess I could do with some practice.
Good. Then get in the ring.
Já jsem si to dal do toho ohně kvůli tomu.
No. Brandon, Ronan, come here.
Yeah?
See these two over there? You'll fight them.
But they're Wolfguard.
Correct. I've seen you two train, and you won't last a second out in the field. Time for you to get some real practice.
But,
Get in the ring.
as you command.
Quite the dragon, isn't she? Let's go easy on them, Tahar.
All right, lads,
Jo.
here we go again.
Pojďme na ně,
Show
jen
the
lehce.
corporal what you're made
Pojď
of.
na ně ohnivou kouli, dělej.
Wait! You won, all right? I yield! I said I yield, damn it!
All right, corporal. You think they've had enough. Well done, lads. Now get back to the barracks and have someone see to those wounds, all right?
Poor sods.
The sergeant is right. If they're going to survive out there, they need proper training. In other words, we did them a favor.
One way to see it.
Potřebuju trénink.
Yes, that's it! Now again. Good work. Those pals aren't without talent, but they're far too spoiled by these walls. Hang on a moment. Here. I've heard talk about a new mission, and something tells me it's the reason the Lord Marshal wants to see you. And I guess you could use these.
A friendly gesture. I almost forgot how that felt.
Don't be so dramatic. So, what do you say? Tired already? My boys could do with more real combat like that.
What do you think, Tahar?
Já si myslím, že bychom už měli jít. Ale proč ještě
I
nevyhrát?
could use some more practice.
Great. Let's make it more of a challenge this time. Get in the ring when you're ready. You there! Yes, you wolf guards! Get your asses over here!
Are you talking to us, Sergeant?
I am. I want you to fight Corporal Tahar and Karpal.
And just when did we become your recruits?
You're not. But my recruits need to see some real combat. And a fight between 5 brethren of the Wolf Guard would be quite the show.
Look, we don't have time for...
We'll fight.
But...
Get in the ring.
On your marks, and fight!
Whatever's necessary. I can't focus.
Jednoduchý.
I'm ready.
Zabijáci jsme.
Stop, that's enough! What are you trying to do, for heck's sake? Get yourself killed? This is practice, and Tahar beat you. You might not be my unit, but this is my ring. Get out of there!
This isn't over, Tahar. I swear it.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it. Blazes. That guy fought as if he wanted to kill you. Aren't you Wolf Guard soldiers supposed to be, I don't know, friends?
We are. I had no idea what got into him.
Maybe, nonsense. Never mind.
What is it?
Just a stupid thought. Forget about it.
Ale jako řekni mi to.
Bertrand, tell me.
No idea how much you remember from that night when we freed you, but
No.
as I told you, Anselm was there, together with his sister. Your father, he killed her. Judging by the look on Anselm's face, he hates your guts. So maybe...
You think he's blaming me for her death?
I don't know, maybe.
That's stupid.
You're telling me. But anyway, it's just an assumption. I might be completely wrong.
Anyway, here. You should take this as an apology. It was a stupid idea to have you fight each other. I'd suggest another round, but I suppose you've had enough by now. And the Lord Marshal's waiting for you.
Jako... Jo, budeme ještě bojovat.
Well, to be honest, I don't think there's much point in having you beat more recruits. But seeing you fight has reminded me that lately, I haven't had a lot of practice neither.
You want to fight us?
2 versus 1?
You don't count, Bertrand.
Very funny.
Come
Švédská
on, let's
trojka.
not overthink this. Let's get in the ring.
Let's go. Jako to, co říkal předtím, tak... Jako může na nás být naštvaný, ale my za to
Good.
nemůžeme,
Then
chápem
let's
se.
dance.
Tak jako...
Ready, Tahar? Good. Recruits, ready your weapons.
What do we need?
Wow.
All right, this is enough. Oof. The years have really taken their toll on me. This would have gone down differently some years ago.
That's what they all say.
Sod off, Karpal. Jokes aside, thanks for the practice. That was a damn good fight. Let's just hope seeing their sergeant in the dust like this doesn't make the recruits act all cocky again.
Well, if it does, you'll be there to show them their place.
I guess. Anyway, you should go see the marshal now. Good luck, you two. Stay safe.
Ještě s tebou pokec.
Yes? Did you go see the marshal yet?
Aha, už nemůžu. Tady. Odměna za to, že jsme s ní bojovali, ok. Fokus, to potřebuju já, fokus. Tak. chci tohle vylepšit. Pas? Zkusím tohle, co to je? To je nějaká pasivka, že? A samozřejmě, aby jsme se ještě zdrželi, tak zajdeme sem. A ne tam, kam máme. Jo, chceme tam jít.
Few people know the story behind the impressive hall, with its gilded pillars and domed roof. It was constructed in 6542 by King Arif Eilith as a monument to his greatness. Arif was known for his cruelty and decadence. When after a fight, his equally disliked brother attempted to kill him, Arif fled all the way to the top of the Grey Tower, into his shrine. But his brother, sword in hand, followed. A fight ensued in which both of them were fatally wounded. Ever since, the hall has stood as a symbol for justice.
V roce 6542.
This isn't the Hall of War. You know that, don't you?
No, Bertrand, I forgot. But I want to see this trial you were talking about.
Well, it's probably already started. Let's go take a look. Orders?
Vypadá cool ta místnost.
What do you want me to say? That I used my magic to kill those soldiers? Yes, I did. And I would do it again. Because they tried to kill me.
She's lying, for heck's sake! That bloody witch is lying!
You know what? You're right. I killed these men just because I liked it. Then I cooked a potion from their entrails and finally found myself a nice little broom to fly off into the moonlight.
Do you think this is the time for jesting?
I don't. But for the past hour, I have done nothing but repeat the same story over and over again.
For which you have no evidence.
Yes, and neither do you. But you know, that's the great thing about religious idiots like you. You always pick the story you like most. Now go ahead. Get that pretty little mask on my face already. I'm sure Aeonir would enjoy that as much as seeing elven mages raped by Leonider soldiers.
Heresy. This is heresy.
Area of Finnanmere. You are hereby found guilty of breaking the new laws by using magic to slay 3 soldiers of the royal army. The punishment will be death by the pike and shall be carried out by the morrow. The trial is over.
That's tough.
What do you make of this?
I don't know. She might be speaking the truth, or she might be lying. But it's 2 witnesses against her word, so I guess the sentence was only fair.
Who's that woman? The older one?
You don't know? Alright, now that surprises me. That was Amaria Leonider, the only surviving member of House Leonider. All of her sons died in the final battle of the Nortander army against your father's rebels.
She seemed to be very upset by what the elves said about Aeonir.
Yeah, no wonder. She's one of the most fervent followers of the purity. Probably also one of the reasons why they could get so much influence within the crown. House Leonider was one of the greatest armies in Nortander. But let's go, shall we? I wouldn't want to keep the Lord Marshal waiting any longer.
No, už bychom měli
Yes.
jít, no. Tak jdeme. Ano. Tak. Tady ještě nějaký obchodník, tak se zajdem podívat, ať se zdržíme ještě víc.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need.
Tak tady to je prodá metalu. To jsem už ukazoval, že? Tady to asi taky prodám. Prodám. Tak. Tady to. Flaming Flash, Grimishtud.
You know how to bargain, don't you?
Ještě to dám jakože třeba k tomuhle, jako tufle. Tak to mám tady, jo, už vidím. Tak jdeme.
Got it.
Jo, a tady to je nějaký fireball, ne? Jo. Něco takového. Ano.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
Here we are. Now let's find the Lord Marshal and the General.
Yeah, they're probably in the Hall of War.
A neříkám, že to je tam nejlepší.
There's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
All this, the army, the Wolf Guard, the crown. Does it fulfill you?
What do you mean?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Let's see. Tahar, that's the cellar, not the war room. You know that, right?
I was just wondering why it looks as if it hasn't been open for years. Isn't that where they store some provisions in case of a siege?
Well, good question. You'll have to ask the quartermaster about that.
Tady vidím looty. Já neříkám, že tohle je ta nejlepší grafika, ale prostě je to přijde takový hustý, ta grafika, no. Tak. Tady se jde dovnitř, že? Takže já si myslím, že...
Right, here we go. Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Nervous? No. Never mind. Come on, let's go in.
Takže já si myslím, že bychom mohli jít dovnitř až v příštím díle. Já vím. Teď jsme 30 minut procházeli město jen tak. Nic moc se tam nedělo, hlavně jsme kecali, ale tak. Já si myslím, že jsme trochu odhalili kousek příběhu. A zase příště, tak čau.